5 in the 42 Ideas on Leadership comes to us from Simon Sinek, and it is his book Start With Why, published in 2009. It's also based on a TED Talk about the same area, and he developed these ideas in the book and explained them in more detail, developing the examples about Apple and Shackleton, and there's an airline company in there, Southwest Airlines, that is developed in more detail to explain why a company and a person should start with why. So the main idea is linked back to this concept that he has called the golden circle. And the golden circle has 3 elements. It has what on the outside, then the how, and then the why at the center. And the main idea of his book is people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And that's why it's so important for you to understand the why behind your company. So what he's explaining is that the features, which is what normally people sell with, they start saying what they sell, and that what are simply the features. These features should only be there to support the purpose or the why. So therefore, if you are clear about your why, everything else you then produce or create is there to support your purpose. And if it doesn't support your purpose, well, then you may consider it superfluous. He uses the example to start off with Apple. He says that Apple starts saying, well, we're a company that thinks differently, and we're for the creative people at the edge. And then they go to the how. How do we think differently? Well, we do this with easy to use, beautifully designed products. And then what is their what? Oh yeah, by the way, we produce computers and phones and tablets. So this is the way they go. And people then, they feel aligned with their why. So this works on the basis, as Simon Sinek says, that we are more convinced by our emotions than we are by reason and logic. That we have that initial emotional reaction to something, and that is much stronger than our logic. So the why speaks directly to our limbic brain, or the emotional part of our brain. And what you want then with your why is that people feel good about using your product. The idea that he's trying to get across is that if people are using your product or using your service because it reflects their reasons or their whys or their causes that they believe in, then when they're using your product or your service, they feel good about that because it reflects their values as well, or values that they would like to have. So part of the idea of why is that when people are using your product or service, they're always saying, what does using this product or service say about me? So if it's a product that belongs to a company that is anti the environment, and I'm trying to show that I am somebody who has a green outlook and supports the environment, then clearly using a product, no matter how good the product is, from a company that does not reflect those values, well, that does not resonate with who I am, and it is not the image that I want to present to the rest of the world, so I will probably not use or not be very loyal to that company. Okay, so if you are buying from a company like Apple, that you are buying because they resonate with your why and they resonate with the causes that you believe in, then the company that's selling to you doesn't have to worry about using 2-for-1 offers or quick sell gimmicks or trying to push you into buying, because people who buy for a company's why because it reflects their why, they are generally more loyal than other customers. And even if they know that there's a product that might even be better or cheaper somewhere else, they will stay with the product that belongs to the company that shares their why. So the idea that he tries to get across again is that the best customers believe what you believe. Now, he also then stretches that idea to leadership. And he says that because people are, if you're going to work every day, you will follow a leader who is motivated by a why rather than motivated by simply somebody who has lots of energy and tries to use persuasive techniques with you on a daily basis, or tries to motivate you with an increase in your salary or bonuses only. That you are more inspired by somebody, a leader who has charisma, and as he says here, a leader who has charisma has it because they are clear about their why. He gives the example of Shackleton and his trip to the South Pole, that even though he didn't get to the South Pole, he's still considered one of the greatest leaders because he got everybody back alive despite the bad luck that they had on this expedition. And he did this through the fact that all of the people who were on the expedition with him, he had hired because they shared his why, rather than doing it for extra money or danger money or bonuses. So in this case, if as a leader you should also hire people for why. This means that when you're hiring people, make sure that they share your cause, that they understand your cause, they understand your why, and that they also share it. And because of the fact that every day when people go to work, they go there because they feel, and they're especially motivated if they feel that the company is something that they're proud of. And normally if they feel the company is something they're proud of, it's very often because that company believes in the same things that they do. So to a certain extent, an employee is also like a customer. That you're somebody who is loyal to the company because it shares your values and shares why you believe you should be, why we're here on the planet, for example. So therefore, if you believe that you are creating a product that changes the world in a way that you want the world to be changed, then you'll be more loyal to that company than another company that does not share your values but may pay a little bit more money. So remember, one of the key takeaways from Start With Why is people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So that's number 35 in the 42 Ideas in Leadership. It's Simon Sinek's book, Start With Why, published in 2009.